Welcome back to Pentagram Prime, everybody. And wow, what a week. I never tried to imagine the president topless, but I got a good look this past Wednesday when someone outside of the Capitol building held up a banner with his face superimposed on the body of none other than John J. Rambo. I wonder if he gets cold when he plays golf. So I thought I would speak today about what it means to protect one's country. And to that end, I wish to focus on the contentious issue of women serving in previously all-male sections of the military. What purpose does the military serve, exactly? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not advocating for its abolition. I'm pragmatic enough to know what would happen if all of our service members simultaneously packed up and went home. Someone or something would be guaranteed to fill the power vacuum, and there is hardly a guarantee that it would be anything benevolent. Thus, it is presently a fact of life, and we need it for our protection. Years ago, I was talking with someone about overspending on defense contracts. The man in question seemed impulsive and poorly educated. He was also quick to make a blanket argument that the overpriced and classified projects I was complaining about were for the purpose of protecting your ass, as he put it. In this case, I think it was about a $35 billion chunk. This is way back around 2005, 2006. I like to think most people know better. And by the way, misuse of DoD funds is a huge topic that I'm not even going to try to cover at length in this video. But the number of registered voters who adhere to this kind of blind militarism is what worries me. And who exactly is our military protecting? Because I guarantee you're not protecting my interests if you're torturing inmates at a jail in Iraq or Cuba or engaging in the various war crimes that just about every modern military has had the sad experience of being a part of in the last 100 years. Call me crazy, but I think America's interests would be better served if we began mandating diversity in the ranks. That man I referred to had an attitude that I've seen repeated mostly amongst my fellow male Caucasians, and they seem to be more vocal about it when it's all white men in the room. It's no secret that there are a disproportionate number of white men in combat arms, military occupational specialties, probably because everyone else has been repeatedly informed, mostly from birth, that they are second class and therefore have less of a stake in whatever it is that America is currently fighting for. Now, speaking as a white guy myself, I'm sick of the other white guys that I hear on a daily basis acting like everything is fine. Oh, and if you're watching this, then I want you to know that you're making me look bad. And whenever I talk about how, as one example, I'd like to see women on the Blue Angels flight demonstration team, or as another example, how I'd like to see more women in special operations units, I get pushback about things like training pipelines and not wanting to reduce the physical standards for certain jobs, etc., etc. This is only a place for men. It is a pickle, and I, like many others, am frequently informed that I depend on these people for my protection. So you know what? I no longer want it. Seriously. If you are a member of some all or mostly male, mostly white combat unit, and you're telling me that I have to abide by these demographics in order to sleep at night, and that it has to be this way because not only for my safety, but for your safety as an operator, then I'm telling you that as a citizen, you can go home. Turn in your gun and your uniform on the way out. I'm sick of it. I like to think that we could get some people together, majority female if I have any say in the matter, who are less inclined towards bigotry and sexism or abusing their power. And maybe the newer personnel won't be as good at things like the pull-up requirement, or perhaps they might even struggle with the technical aspects of some of the jobs because of systemic discrimination in the educational system. But I believe we can work past these problems by utilizing both technology as well as an open mind, even if it does cause certain units to have to be disbanded. I don't believe that patriarchy, xenophobia, and white supremacy should have to be the price of national defense. If we can cross this bridge, we'll have less of the sort of toxic masculinity that we saw at the Capitol this past week. And maybe, just maybe, the military will become something that is really and truly only used as a last resort instead of what still appears to be an arrogant boys' club that somehow stood idly by as Congress was ransacked on Wednesday, January 6th of this foul year of our Lord, 2021. Till next time, this is Pentagram Prime signing off.